The Richest Man in Babylon is a book that was written almost 100 years ago in 1926. Now, the book is told in a series of short stories based 8,000 years ago in ancient Babylon. Now, the book offers us 7 cures for a lean purse and 5 laws of gold. And we're going to go through that right now. The first cure is start thy purse to fattening. For every 10 coins thy places in thy purse, take out 9 for use. Thy purse will start to fatten at once, and its increasing weight will feel good in thy hand and bring satisfaction to thy soul. I know it sounds like I'm reading from the King James Version, but I'm not. That's a direct quote from the book. So start saving 10% of your income every month. And as you see that amount increase, you will be happy. Cure 2, control thy expenses. The goal we may retain for our earnings is but the start. What each of us calls our necessary expenses will grow to equal our income unless we protest to the contrary. And confuse not the necessary expenses with thy desires. The lesson here is to differentiate between our wants and our needs. We should be spending on our needs and maybe indulging a little on the wants. I mean, we got to get up to a certain level before we indulge in the wants. So know the difference between the wants and the needs. Cure 3, make thy gold multiply. The earnings you make shall build our fortunes. Learn to make your treasure work for you. Make it your slave. Make its children and its children work for you. So with this cure, we need to understand the value of compound interest when it comes to savings and investments and being in the market for a greater period of time. So if your parents instilled in you the value of saving and investing from the time you were a child, it's something that you'll carry into your childhood. And if they haven't, try and instill these values in your children where they can see the benefits of compound investing over 10, 20, 30, 40 years. And we see this with our pensions. We start investing in our retirement annuities and pensions from a young age. And when it's time to retire, we have a sizable, hopefully we have a sizable pot in which we can retire from. So understand the value of compound interest and how you can use this time to your benefit. Cure 4, guard your treasure from loss. The book goes on to say, is it wise to be intrigued by larger earnings when thy principal may be lost? I say not. The penalty of risk is probable loss. Study carefully before parting with thy treasure. Eat assurance that it may be safely reclaimed. Be not misled by their own romantic desires to make wealth rapidly. So guard yourself against these quick get-rich-quick schemes and pyramid schemes that occur. Bitcoin and traveling and whatnot. Make money surely and steadily. Cure 5, make thy dwelling a profitable investment. The book goes on to say, I recommend that every man own the roof that sheltered him and his, and nor is it beyond the ability of any well-intentioned man to own his own home. So basically the book is telling us we need to own the property that we live in. Set up business in our home. The 6th cure, ensure future income. Therefore, I do say that it behooves a man to make preparations for a suitable income in the days to come, when he is no longer young, to make preparations for his family should he no longer be with them, to comfort them and support them. Essentially, the book is telling us to save for retirement, be it in retirement annuities or a pension plan, but you got to be consistently putting money away for your older years. The book also tells us to insure against future loss. If something were to happen to you, be it ill health, and ill health is not just for the elderly, it's for young people as well. In my case, if the doctor puts me off work for 7 days, my entire month's salary is guaranteed. South Africa has such an advanced financial system, such advanced innovative products that the world is recognizing. And if you don't have something to protect your income, get something in place. The book also talks about preparing for your family when you are no longer around to provide. It's life cover, guys. Life cover is dead cheap in South Africa compared to most places. From 100 Rand, you can get a policy in place for your family. The 7th cure is increase thy ability to earn. The more of wisdom we know, the more we earn. That man who seeks to learn more of his craft shall be richly rewarded. Basically, at this point, the book is asking us to increase our knowledge and skill level. Now, it doesn't necessarily have to cost you to go to university or go to a college to learn something new. There's tons of free resources available where you can increase your knowledge and increase your skill, such as the Wealth Nation podcast. Every Monday, you can get updated information on personal finance in South Africa. There's tons of information online that you can access to increase your knowledge, to increase your skills that will not cost you a cent. It just takes your commitment and your time.